Hey everybody, Prepper for the Ages. How you doing today? I wanted to talk today about the news stories that people are quitting their jobs. They're not going into the low-paying jobs. They're not going back to the low-paying jobs. And I'm just sitting here thinking, well, why could that be? And then I'm thinking about the eviction situation and how people are getting pushed out of their own apartments and out of their own housing situations. And I'm seeing that more people are living with other people these days. Well, let me remind you guys, as an anthropologist, as an archaeologist, it used to be this way. They used to have multi-generational households. And sometime in the 50s, that stopped, and there were more single generational household, like a mother, father, kids. And when the kids grew up, they moved out, and they perpetuated that cycle beginning in the 1950s. Well, now it's going back to multi-generational households. Why? Because it conserves money. It conserves, basically, they can split the chores, they can split the bills, and it's not a bad way to live. It's just, it became very, people poo-pooed on it for the last 50, 60 years, but now it's just a logical, good way to live. And the other thing is that people are starting to live in their RVs and in their motorhomes full time. There's not there is the necessary outlay of cash is lessened. So basically, instead of paying $1,500 a month, $2,500 a month for renting out whatever place you're renting out, and having to find that cash to outlay, they are needing less money. They might contribute to the household budget, but since they're more contributing to that single household, they don't have to outlay as much cash, and they don't need as much income to do that, and so that they can live, they can choose to go and either start a business or be in a business that they choose rather than whatever the highest paying gig is, because they can afford to do that. They can afford to pick. And also, as I mentioned before, studying past pandemics, after pandemic's over, usually the workers have more say, more control, more options, and that just puts the employers a little bit back on their heels a little bit. And since, pandemic hasn't happened in a while, the employers can't understand, and the people in charge, all the politicians, can't understand why that they just can't run roughshod over any and all employees. So the extra $300 a month stipend for people unemployed is being prematurely cut off in some states. They're trying to get the employees back to work. We'll see if that happens, or we'll see if people will vote with their feet and move. And I mean, they're going to start other businesses. They're going to start businesses. They're going to go to companies that they want to go work with, or they're just going to full-time live and take care of their parents or their grandparents while other people in the household work, and there'll be a different division of labor. So it's very interesting to see, and very interesting to see unfold here in the United States, and we'll see what happens when the extra $300 a week ends, and see if people are actually forced back into menial labor, or if they find other gigs, gigs that pay more, gigs that they start businesses on their own, and have that more, I would say, security. They get their security in one sense, in that they're in charge of their destiny, but there's other security in if the lack of security in starting up a new business and the nervousness of that. But maybe some people have decided to go their own way and be the boss instead of being the employee. It'll be interesting to see how it turns out. Okay, alright, that's it for now. Hey, if you like my channel, please hit the like button. Please subscribe for more tips, tricks, and anecdotal stories. Okay, have a good one. Prepper for the Ages, signing out for now.